Have you ever waited for a piece of tech so long that it almost felt like a myth? Well, the wait is over. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro has finally arrived. And let me tell you, it did not sneak in quietly. It walked right through the front door at the Cannes Film Festival. It got spotted during intense field testing across 3 different continents. It leaked from absolutely every possible angle online. And yet, somehow, it still managed to feel like a massive surprise when the official details finally landed. But here is what makes this launch so incredibly interesting. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is not just a simple story about a minor camera upgrade. Yes, it keeps the simple, easy-to-use foundation that we all love. But the real question we need to answer today is what this device actually means for how you shoot your videos. Who actually needs to buy one? And is it worth the hype? Grab a snack, get comfortable, and let us dive deep into the ultimate pocket camera revolution. Let us start by looking at the timeline because it has been an absolute roller coaster ride. Current intel puts the official Pocket 4 Pro launch right here in June 2026. However, some very reliable sources are suggesting that DJI might even accelerate the big reveal. Why? To counter Insta360. Insta360 is gearing up to launch their highly anticipated Luna Ultra. That is a direct competitor that has been generating some very serious buzz in the brand new dual camera pocket space. DJI knows they have a fight on their hands. Now let's talk about the price. The Pocket 4 Pro is currently expected to land right around $730. I know what you're thinking. That is a very meaningful jump over the standard Pocket 4. The standard model starts at roughly $490. So you are paying a huge premium. But do not let that price tag scare you off just yet. The massive gap in actual filming capability between these two models more than explains that price hike. You're getting what you pay for. Before we get into those juicy specs, there is one critical note for our viewers based in the United States. This is a big deal. The Pocket 4 Pro currently has absolutely no FCC certification on record. None. Zero. As you might remember, DJI was officially added to the FCC-covered list back in December 2025. What does that actually mean for you? It means that no new DJI device can receive US certification going forward. The standard Pocket 4 was lucky. It barely cleared that regulatory hurdle right before the deadline hit. It slipped through the cracks. The Pro model did not. It was too late. This unfortunately means that official retail availability in the United States is highly unlikely for the rest of 2026. You will not see it on the shelves at your local tech store. However, if you live in international markets, you are in luck. Places like Europe, Asia, and other regions have no such restrictions. The camera will flow freely there. American buyers might have to get very creative with importing if they want to get their hands on this beast. All right, let us move past the politics and talk about the hardware. This is exactly where the Pocket 4 Pro truly earns its Pro name. Let us look at the primary camera first. The Pro keeps the exact same 1-inch, 50-megapixel sensor from the standard Pocket 4. Some people might call that a disappointment. I completely disagree. That is not a downgrade. That is a rock-solid foundation. A 1-inch sensor in a pocket device is still pure magic. But here is the massive difference. The Pro version adds a physical, variable aperture range. You can physically change the aperture from f/1.7 to f/2.8. This is a game changer. It gives shooters actual physical control over their depth of field. You no longer have to rely entirely on software and post-production tricks to blur your background. In real, practical terms, this means you can achieve creamy, gorgeous background separation naturally. It looks cinematic. It looks expensive. And you're getting this optical perfection on a tiny device that is literally small enough to clip onto your backpack strap. But the primary lens is just the warm-up act. The second lens is where the conversation gets genuinely exciting. This is the star of the show. DJI has packed in a 1/1.5-inch, 48-megapixel telephoto sensor. It features a 70mm equivalent focal length. This delivers a true 3x optical zoom. Let me repeat that so it sinks in. This is not digital zoom. This is not just cropping eye. into a large sensor and losing quality. This is actual, physical, optical zoom. That one single feature changes the entire creative range of this device completely. Think about what this means for a second. For the very first time in this ultra-compact form factor, you can shoot a beautiful, wide establishing shot of your scene. Then, with the tap of a screen, you can instantly punch in for a super tight, emotional close-up. You do not have to move a single step forward. You do not sacrifice a single pixel of image quality. You become a two-camera production crew, all holding just one tiny stick. The video capabilities push this device out of the vlogging category and straight into serious filmmaking territory. We are talking about 6K video recording at a buttery, smooth 60 frames per second. If you love slow motion, you can drop down to 4K resolution and shoot at a staggering 240 frames per second. That gives you ultra slow motion that looks like liquid glass. But resolution is only half the story. Let's talk about dynamic range. Pair those crazy frame rates with 17 stops of dynamic range. Yes, you heard that correctly. 17 stops. DJI has officially confirmed this figure. That gives you a highlight-to-shadow retention range that genuinely challenges professional cinema cameras. Cameras that are literally 3 times its size and 10 times its price. You can shoot a dark alleyway with a bright sky, and you will see all the details in both. Add in a brand new DJI 2C color profile, and the magic continues. This new color profile gives colorists and editors the kind of raw adjacent flexibility that was completely unthinkable in a pocket gimbal just 2 short years ago. You can push and pull the colors in post-production until your footage looks exactly like a Hollywood movie. On the practical side of things, DJI has solved one of the biggest headaches creators face: storage. The Pocket 4 Pro comes with 128 gigabytes of built-in internal storage. And this is not cheap, slow storage. It features blazing fast 800 megabytes per second transfer speeds. This means you're no longer fumbling with tiny, fragile micro SD cards in the middle of a busy shoot. You do not have to worry about dropping a card in the dirt. When you get home, those massive 6K files will hit your editing hard drive almost instantly. It is a massive time saver. Next up is the tracking. Active Track 7.0 handles subject tracking with a level of pure persistence that feels almost telepathic in the leaked testing footage. It locks onto a face, a car, or a dog, and it absolutely refuses to let go. Even if the subject walks behind a tree, the camera predicts exactly where they will emerge. To power all of these insane features, the battery had to get bigger. It is officially confirmed to be much larger than the standard model's 1,000 mAh battery. This is incredibly important for creators who are pushing those heavy 6K recording capabilities to their absolute limits all day long. The physical body of the camera itself gets a much-needed ergonomic overhaul. It now features a brilliant flip-out touchscreen. This makes framing your shots so much more intuitive. You can easily see yourself while vlogging or hold the camera low to the ground and still see the screen perfectly. Early reports also strongly suggest much tighter integration with DJI's broader accessory ecosystem. We are hearing about modular physical controls that snap onto the handle. We are hearing about improved remote handling from your phone. And most importantly, seamless external audio compatibility. All of this appears to be part of the final Pro package. Now, we have to talk about the standard Pocket 4. Is the standard model suddenly useless? Absolutely not. The standard Pocket 4 is still genuinely excellent. Let us remind ourselves of the specs. It launched at just $490. It still shoots incredible 4K video at 240 frames per second. It records amazing 10-bit log-M footage. It weighs an astonishingly light 116 grams. That is 35% lighter than the older Pocket 3. And it packs 107 gigabytes of internal storage at those same fast 800 megabyte speeds. For everyday vlogging, casual family travel, quick social media content, and hobbyist filmmaking, the standard Pocket 4 is an absolute beast. It is an extraordinarily capable device that demands zero compromise when it comes to true portability. You could drop in your jeans pocket and completely forget it is even there. So what does the Pro actually do? The Pro does not make the standard model obsolete. What it does is open up a completely different creative lane entirely. The addition of the telephoto lens alone creates a massive separation that basic specs on a piece of paper simply cannot fully capture. When you're out in the field, and you can instantly shift from a wide 20mm perspective to a compressed 70mm telephoto shot, without swapping any lenses, without carrying a heavy camera bag, without adding a single ounce of extra weight, and without ever having to pause your shoot. That is not just a spec upgrade. That is a total workflow transformation. It changes how you tell visual stories. Then, you add the variable aperture on top of that. The standard Pocket 4 gives you a simple fixed aperture. It is what it is. The Pro lets you take the wheel. You control exactly how much light hits the sensor. You control exactly how soft and dreamy the background renders. Again, achieving this on a camera of this microscopic size is simply remarkable. But we have to be totally honest here. The price gap is very real, and so is the use case gap. If your daily work is just walking and talking to the camera, shooting street content, filming your kids on vacation, or posting quick reels on social media, the standard Pocket 4 is honestly more camera than you will ever need. Save your hard-earned money. The Pro model is specifically designed for creators who are already bumping their heads against the absolute limits of what their current setup can achieve. It is for the person who knows exactly what additional creative range a dedicated telephoto lens and a flat Log 2C color profile will finally unlock for their specific workflow. Because of this massive split in features and price, the community reaction online has been genuinely fascinating to watch. It is far more divided than DJI probably ever expected. Two very distinct camps are forming right now. Camp number one is completely all in. They're throwing their money at the screen. For them, the dual-lens system feels like the ultimate evolution that the Pocket series has been building toward for years. They see the telephoto lens as a massive creative unlock, not just a cheap marketing gimmick. And they're more than willing to pay the heavy premium to get it. These are typically professional creators who already feel heavily constrained by single focal length pocket cameras. They have been desperately waiting for a solid reason to justify a brand new upgrade. Then we have camp number two. This camp is far more skeptical. Interestingly, their core concern is not really about the specs of the Pro model. It is actually about the standard Pocket 4 itself. A lot of vocal people online feel that the jump from the old Pocket 3 to the standard Pocket 4 just was not dramatic enough. It did not feel like a true next-generation leap forward. That lingering frustration has completely reframed the conversation right now. Many creators now see the Pro model as the real Pocket 4. They feel this dual-lens version is the one that should have been the base model all along, at the base price. There's also some very genuine anxiety in the community about the telephoto lens and its real-world performance. Having optical zoom in a device this incredibly small is a massive technical achievement. But creators have been burned many times before by other companies. We have all seen telephoto lenses that look absolutely amazing on a spec sheet, but then they soften up noticeably when you look at the actual video footage. The community is holding its breath. They want to see brutal, side-by-side tests before forming a final verdict. In the end, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is undeniably the most ambitious piece of technology DJI has ever tried to put into your pocket. It is not just ambitious because of the high megapixel count. It is not ambitious just because of the crazy 6K resolution, or even a mind-bending 17 stops of dynamic range. As genuinely impressive as all of those numbers are, they miss the bigger picture. This camera is ambitious because of what it represents philosophically. It represents the bold idea that truly professional creative tools do not have to be large, heavy, complicated, or intimidating anymore. DJI themselves actually called this device a mini cinema camera when they first teased it behind closed doors at Cannes. Based on every single thing we know right now, that is not just empty marketing language. That is a clear mission statement for the future of filmmaking. So, keep your eyes wide open, keep your batteries charged, and keep your pockets ready. In my honest opinion, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is going to be a monumental shift for solo filmmakers and documentarians. While the lack of US FCC certification is a very tough pill to swallow for American buyers, the sheer optical power of a true 3x telephoto lens combined with 17 stops of dynamic range in a pocket-sized gimbal is totally unprecedented. If you make money from your videos, the workflow speed alone justifies the premium price point. It bridges the massive gap between bulky mirrorless setups and casual vlogging cameras flawlessly. This is a complete game changer for serious content creators who need premium B-roll without the premium back pain. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.